Good morning, welcome to my channel. This is a journal I did for Paper Life by Lynn. It's actually one of my favourite journals, absolute favourite that I made. I didn't think I could ever make a cookbook, and to just be on the design team to do one, I was a bit weary and scared. So I hope I did Lynn proud. What I created here is just some index cards and tags and different ephemera that Lynn put in the kit and stuff that I found in my stash. I actually made a 3-tier pocket, so you got pockets there, tuck in there. I've left that sitting there because that actually fits in there. There's also various ephemera I created with Lynn's little bits and pieces she had, which means she had a lot too. That goes in there. But also I created a tuck there, just using Lynn's ephemera. And she had some journaling cards too, index ones, so you can write your recipes on them. I just really loved it. And I did some work, some lace and some bits and pieces from an old recipe book. I don't know if this is from Lynn's kit though, but I love it. Like, I had so much fun doing this journal. Oops. So yeah, there's tucks there. And then you also got a tuck in here. This is the only scrapbooking paper I used in this journal. This is, thinking 6 signature journal. It's done in the Nick the Booksmith way. And again, I just created some ephemera, embellished stuff, and just played. I honestly just played and enjoyed this journal. And then created a lot of ephemera and tucks and pockets for things. So it was really good. In fact, I'm sure in some of these, I actually, when I made this journal, because I've not recorded it, I've made it some time ago, I created some of these in limited supplies techniques and such. So here's a beautiful journal, and I just love it. It printed out beautifully on tea stain pages, which I wasn't sure if I'd go all right with that. So it's on normal print paper. And again, Lynn created journaling cards. I've layered, and I did what Jeannie does and just create layers. And, you know, just dress things up a little bit. It's fun. It's fun when you get your index cards and you just create with them and, you know, cut up stuff and add dimensions and whatnot. Like I said, this journal I'm pretty certain I created in the later part of last year. I just never got around to filming it. Or I haven't, I've forgotten, but I'm pretty certain I haven't done this one, or I don't remember doing it. Again, these stamps are what Lynn created to go with the kit. So I haven't added them all into the journal, but there's little journaling cards. And I love how my pages turned out too. And look, honestly, it printed beautifully on these tea-stained pages. Again, there's journaling tags, there's a little booklet, to write in. So you've got a lot of room, lots of room. Oh, I'm thinking some of this must belong here. Again, I just love, Lynn creates line pages and she also creates pages without lines. Again, I've done some decoupaging with paper and layers, lace. There's all sorts of bits and pieces there. Like I said, I did tutorials on these. Lynn's envelopes. And some journaling cards. That's not from Lynn. But there's lots from Lynn's in here. Like, I try and use 95% of a journal. And that's just gorgeous. It really come out, and I won't pull it out. It does pull out, and you can actually write behind it because I backed it onto more paper. So it's got 3 layers there. And like I said, I took delight in baking my pages like I did. You know, using, this is actually tea, by the way. It's not even coffee. And I've used more lace than what I would normally do. Again, I created another journaling card. And again, I liked doing these cards. Again, layers, lace, sewing. I have created journals where I don't sew, but in this one I did. It's a really nice journal. Like I said, it's a lot of writing space. You've got line pages and you've got plain pages, as you can see by that. Again, this is not Lynn's. I'm trying to think where I got that one from, but it's backed onto written paper anyway. But 95% of this kit is Lynn's kit. When you do DT, you try your hardest to use 95% of kits or off the kit. Again, there's layers there on that as well. I used my book page as a tuck. Again, I wanted to leave the buyer writing space. That's like really important. I've done the hidden spine. I think this one's actually what they call a floating spine. So the spine is not stuck down. Again, more of Lynn's cards. And like I said, I really dressed them up. Now, when I do my lace, I find it's really important for me to not sew the lace on. Sometimes I will actually sew before I stick the lace on. Only reason why I do that is I like my stitching to be straight, and I also don't like wrecking the sewing machine since I use fabric glue to sew. But what I actually do before I sew, before I actually even lay the lace down, I iron it. So I flatten it right down, and that way I get that even look through my whole book. Again, there's recipe cards and some other cards that was in the kit, I think. Sorry, Lynn, it was a while ago since I'd done it. And again, you have a journaling card. And what I do, instead of putting the pocket on one page, I put it in between the 2 pages. And then that way I've got 2 tucks or 2 pockets. It's just beautiful kit. Really, really loved working with it. Again, there's tuck there. Again, I did a bit of decoupaging. As you see, it's in 3s. This one's got lace, fruit, and newspaper. This one's got some sort of fibre, stamping, and paper. I'm a great believer in the 3s because you can just overdo a page or overdo a journaling card. So again, you know, in 3s, so I've got 3 layers and you can actually write on the back of that. No, it's a beautiful journal. Really, really love it, Lynn. I love this kit. It's a journal. Just a little so you got plenty of room to write in, that's for sure. Again, I created I use scrapbooking paper for the pocket, and the only reason I use this one because it's got this platter. Then I created some more journaling tags. Here's one of Lynn's. So there is quite a bit in this journal. Oops. So that goes there. That just goes there. And you'll see this is a Nick the Booksmith cover. And this print, I did get this from Pinterest because it's Grandma's cookbook. And I like this because it says Grandma's Secret Scratch. Grandma's Secret for Scratch Cooking, because that's what Grandma did. So yeah, it turned out really well. So thanks for watching, everybody, and see you next time.